can you please introduce yourself so that people
Hi, so I'm Chef Saha, Sovon, and I'm been associated for more than 8 years in Rashi tourism as a corporate chef. We have properties like Kohantara, the master project, and Shilantara in Ramnagar. We have two properties in Chikmagalur. One is Jadi and Shi. So now, when we are just coming to food, so definitely
you are very, popularly getting into organic journey. Can you explain what exactly is organic journey is all about?
Yes, the organic journey, when we are just suddenly sitting one day in a room with Mr. Paul and Mr. Uday. I'll tell you, Mr. Paul is the owner of Global TV, and Mr. Uday is the in charge of organic and horticulture department of Sri Ravi Shankar Guruji Ashram. So we was just thinking what we can do. That the future is coming very tough, where they are coming food like junk food, and when people are just habituated to have different kind of food where they are not getting anything healthy. So we was just discussing what we can do. Then we just thought we just start our one journey called organic journey. So it's a will, like it's not alone, just about connection. So making connected so many people and just educate them like what they can just have in future.
Healthy food in that sense.
Yes, as well. Organic journey not only just you and me thinking and telling something to people and just they are suddenly doing that. It's not possible. That regulation cannot come just simply like that. So organic journey is every home. So we are just targeting all the rural places in entire India where people don't understand even like
The importance
of food and what is the importance of organic food. So they use so many, like especially farmers, they use so many pesticides and like chemical manure to the cultivation, where we are suffering and our next generation is not getting the good things. So when in that challenge we are already, we cannot help much. Suddenly people will not understand about that, but next generations, they should help, they should get the help of that. We are targeting all rural villages where people are still not getting much earning, and each and every home we can just reach, and we can give some machineries to them where they can produce some of the food like food products. We will give the conversion process. So for that, how the recipe development and all these are all things we are going to do. Dr. Fazal is the food scientist, is from Hassan. So he is a great person, like helping us in terms of like conversion process of the food. We are just coming up with our first product called Shakti. Yeah, those who are just going for an outing for a long time, like adventure tour and all, so they will carry that. It's a very small unit, and they can just put it in water, hot or cold water. They can mix and have, which it will help them for the same nutrition value, and entire day they will not get the hungry. Yeah, and the same way they will just be healthy, and like for 7 days, 8 days, or 10 days, for 15 days they are out of home. They are doing so many adventures tour and all. They're climbing up. Also, they will not.
Is it a kind of a processed food or?
Yes, it's a processed food, and just with the proper value, and just nutrition part and just protein, vitamin, everything will be containing in that. And we are just thinking how to pack it where it will be long lasting with the proper preservation. So these are things by keeping in mind we are just doing that product. And Dr. Fazal helped us a lot for that.
So when are you going to launch this?
Yeah, that is under process, that we have to develop the machineries. Not yet finalize the date of the launching the thing. And Mr. Paul has to come up with his great idea how we can just connect the people. So that is the organic journey all about, and where I will tell, see, organic journey not only a simple food product and all. So this journey people should understand, not your journey or not my journey. It is everybody. Everybody should understand the value of the journey, where everyone should come into the same track, and we all should go together, and we should think organic journey is all ours, and our journey we should go together.
Okay. So it's basically getting into that health scenario. You want people to be healthy and happy.
Exactly,
That is
exactly. That is the future, in fact. See, if you are not getting the happiness,
Everyone is
and
doing everything for achieving happiness.
yes,
So
true.
you are helping them to achieve happiness in the health way, like through the food what they eat. So being a chef, what is that inspires you to move into kind of
Yeah, I'm lucky.
organic?
I'm lucky. I'm in this profession because see, food is ultimate requirement. See, if we can just a same dress we can just wear it, for 5 years also, and like a house we can just go in a rented house also. If it is not there with us, yeah, from poor to rich people. But food is the main necessity which is required daily.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So I think people should not compromise with the food. Anything they can compromise, but food they should not compromise. And when it's the coming to food, I am the person like it's my profession. I always understand that freshness of food and the value of food should be intact. Like we are habituated to take so many packed food and junk foods like chips, kurkure, masala things and all. So these all definitely will just their taste bud will be satisfied with that, but definitely health will not be. And when we are just talking about organic things, so definitely we can convert it in a taste. That is my job. So where organic also people will be having a health benefit also, the same time they will get a better taste also. So that is my job. So where I am coming in this mission because I want to bring that part, the taste, and where Mr. Like Dr. Fazal will just bring the product, with the protein part, vitamin part, and the healthy part, nutrition part. He will just take care of that. I am the person will take the taste part, how I can bring the taste in that. And
This is very important because
yes,
organic segment people have a feeling that it is not tasty, so it's very difficult to digest those organic things. When you, as a chef, bringing taste into it,
yeah,
it's something, a new thing, a good thing will happen. More people will come to you because if there is taste, more people will come.
true.
So that
In
is,
that case, I will tell one thing, like our main target is the kids, the small children, like those who are just not getting sufficient protein, vitamin, and like they are just very habituated with all junk foods. And they think like if it is vegetables, it's not tasty, and mommy is not preparing properly and just not getting taste. So our main target is that all children, those who are not getting sufficient nutrition by having those all junk foods, but they will feel they are having junk foods, but they are getting the proper nutritious food. So that is our journey all about. In that organic journey, that definitely will reach to the people. And I, once again telling, I and you cannot do alone. It's all our journey. Please come to that track very soon. You will just come. You will get some product from us. And same way, you all should understand that all should come in a same track and join with us. Thank you so much.
thank you for sharing all this information, which is really going to help you in the next, say, few years. So, Happy New Year. And,
Thank
we
you so
hope
much.
something more we can.
Yeah, I hope 2018 will bring so many good things to all of you and to us. In advance, Happy New Year, and wish all of you be happy and